Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Vechain. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that before watching this one. It's going to be linked in the top right hand corner of the screen. Now let's jump straight into the TA. So as you can see, we are on the daily chart right now, and Vechain is pulling back down. I don't think we had an update last week for Vechain. We had one 2 weeks ago, and we dropped below the blue support block. And right now, this is a good buying opportunity. So the blue support block was a great buying opportunity in my opinion, and right now it's an even better opportunity because you're even closer to the December 2022 low that we had a few months ago, or 5 months ago I should say. So maybe, just maybe, if we continue with this pullback, if the markets are going to be dropping even further down, we could see a pullback all the way down to 1.5 cents, just like we retested this 0.01562 area over here back in December. So if you want to be safe, you want to be on the safe side, set up some buy limit orders in advance slightly above this low, slightly above 0.0156, and you should be good in case we have a large wick to the downside, in case we have a flash crash, in case we have some sort of black swan event, whatever it may be. Now, if I zoom out and I show you the Fibonacci retracement that I have, by the way, if you don't know how to use the Fibonacci retracement, make sure to check out the link in the description. It's going to take you to a video where I explain exactly how I use the Fibonacci retracement. So we set up the Fib retracement from this low that we printed back in December 2022 all the way up to that high in April 2021. And we retested the 0.236, as you can see, and then we dropped back down. So this was a negative thing. Obviously, we retested a major fib level as resistance and we got sent back down. I would be targeting the golden ratio here between the 0.5 and the 0.618 as a good exit for August, September, if you're looking for a swing trade, if you're looking for a medium-term trade, and you're not really planning to hold for the next few years, then this golden ratio here would be a perfect exit, because I do think we're going to be having a major move to the upside, a bull trap this Q3. And you're going to have a nice pullback afterwards, because this is when they want everyone to believe we're going into the bull market. This is where everyone will be saying we're back in the business, we're back in the bull market, and then we have that massive drop once again. So I think after that pullback into September, October, November, that's when we start slowly retracing up towards our next resistance levels on Vechain and across the entire altcoin market, and we get to the Bitcoin halving, and then we proceed into the bull market. That is what I think is going to be happening, because they're not going to allow everyone to make money here. That's just not how the markets work. We're not going to have a gradual move to the upside from here and and into the next few years. No, it's going to be rocky. We're going to have a move to the upside, potentially a massive drop down, and then another move to the upside. So who knows, maybe we even lose this low that we printed back in December. You have to be ready for all sorts of outcomes. You should have some money on the sidelines in case something bearish happens and we see a major pullback. So we have our support level here at 0.01945 cents. We just had a retest. We closed a candle below that, and now we're sort of back testing the previous support block as resistance now. Then you have 0.01770, that's our next support level, and below that we have 0.01604, that is the local low where the candle closed back in December. And from there, obviously, we saw that massive uptrend, and we had a nice 2x from December into February. So in a few months, you basically did a 2x. That was a pretty nice trade for anyone. Now, I do want to switch back to the daily real quick and take a look at the daily RSI and see what's going on. All right, so we dropped below all of the support levels that we had laid out before, and this was obviously a very good buying opportunity because the closer you are to the oversold, like you were over here, or even if you're in the oversold, that's even better. The closer you are to the oversold level, the better your buying opportunity is. So that's something important to keep in mind. And the next resistance level for us would be this purple block. So we lost it as resistance over here in April, but we never came back up to retest it. So potentially what we could do is just gradually and slowly come up there, have a little back test of resistance, and then we pull back down even lower and we drop back down to, you know, potentially 32.3 on the RSI. Or we even go lower and drop into the oversold because we don't know what sort of bearish news we're going to be getting. We don't know what sort of black swan events we could be getting this year, but I'm fairly certain that we're going to be getting something because the US is potentially going to go into a default. We're going to be seeing potentially another hike in June. If that happens, the markets are going to be dropping, and the investors are expecting a pause. If we don't get a pause, then we're definitely going to be seeing another pullback. So let's switch over to the weekly chart on KuCoin. And before we continue with the video, I quickly want to touch on ExpressVPN. Now, do you like your privacy? Of course you do. So do I. That's why I choose ExpressVPN as my VPN, as it is the best VPN out there. And first and foremost, it is a privacy company. They do not keep any of your activity logs. So if you're using a Wi-Fi connection or really using any internet connection whatsoever, ExpressVPN comes in to save the day and protect you. And you can basically change your location to whatever country you want to be in at that moment in time. So let's say I want to access some streaming content that's not available here in Canada, and I want to watch some Japanese TV show. I can do that with ExpressVPN. Now, of course, you do get a 50% discount if you get the 12 months package, and you get a 3 months deal on top of that. So you get 3 months for absolutely free. So technically you're getting 15 months for the price of 12 with a 50% discount, which is quite the deal in my opinion. And of course, 30 days money back guaranteed. If you don't like something, you can definitely get your money back within the first 30 days, and the link is going to be down below in the description. Let's carry on with the video. Switching over to the weekly chart on KuCoin, as you can see, we are back in this massive support block that we have from 0.02 cents all the way down to 0.0095 cents. And I told you once we get back into this green block, that's going to be a good buying opportunity because essentially this block is created based off of these 2 points of contact. So this 2020 trading range over here is what created this block. And then we had a nice back test, a bounce to the upside into the 2021 bull market. And then obviously we saw this bear market play out, and we're coming back into that same block here. We're back testing that as resistance, and we're going to use it as a spring to take us into the next bull market. That is what's going to be happening here. I don't think we're going to be dropping below the October 2020 low. I think that would be extremely bearish. I don't know what's going to happen if that goes down, because that's another 54% pullback from where we are right now. And from the all-time high price, we've already gone down 94%. Right now we're sitting at 93%. So you have to understand that at some point enough is enough. The pullback is going to come to an end. The bear market is going to come to an end. Not quite yet, but at some point in Q3, Q4, we're going to see the reversal, and we're going to have the move to the upside into the 2024 halving, and after that, obviously, into the bull market and into 2025. Now, taking a look at the weekly stochastic, as you can see, we are very low here, sitting below the index of 20, below the index of 20, just like we were back over here. That was for quite a while. We had a move to the upside back in August 2022, which is what I'm expecting here as well. So we could be looking at a similar move into August/September, and then another drop down. So this is basically what I'm expecting to play out next So we have a move to the upside in July, in August, September, then we have a drop down. Now before that, before September and August, we still could see a massive pullback. But after that, I'm expecting another pullback, and that will probably be the last major pullback before we go into the bull market. So the stochastic and the RSI are two good indicators to try to catch that move and see when we have a good buying opportunity, like we did over here back in December 2022. We were very close to the oversold, just like you were here back in 2019. Both great buying opportunities. So make sure you have the RSI on your chart, and you're paying attention to where the current levels are and where we could be in the future. So as of right now, the RSI is sitting at 41. That's not too high, not too low, but we're going to be waiting for another pullback. And once we get back down, let's say to this area over here, approximately this area, that is when you want to be averaging in, because we had a bounce from there back in 2022 in January. We had almost another bounce in May. We came back down into this block in June last year. We had a retracement to the upside, then we dipped down into it, bottomed out here in December, and then we had the parabolic move to the upside. So I'm waiting for a pullback down to that block, and from there we're going to be trying to create a solid foundation, a solid support, and we'll be moving to the upside. Hopefully the volume indicator needs to start showing us some nice big green candles, kind of like the ones we were seeing back in 2021. And once that happens, once we start breaking through these major levels, once we break through the August 2022 high, I think we can fairly say and safely assume that the bear market low has been printed. As of right now, we cannot say that. So if I missed out anything important on the charts, please let me know down below in the comment section, and I'm gonna see you in the next update. Take care and goodbye.